Hello, I'm Ivan Gulenko, founder of CoderFit.com, a Switzerland-based tech recruitment company. If you get a job through a recruiter, will you get a lower salary because the recruiter gets a commission? Well, in 5 years of recruitment, I had 1 or 2 clients that actually did tell me that we then have to pay the person less if this is your services. And with both those clients, a collaboration never happened. Companies that hire generally have a different logic. I mean, those that are economically viable and kind of survive and know what they're doing. So the logic behind hiring costs is that you have internal costs for your own recruiters, you have costs for job boards, recruitment services that you buy, or tools that you buy, and of course external costs, also services, tools, resources that you buy. At the end of the year, you count those costs together and divide by the numbers of hire, and then you get a number that tells you how much cost you did had per hire. This is roughly how it works in most companies, and sometimes hiring yourself is cheaper, faster and better, and sometimes relying on external experts is cheaper, better and faster. It extremely depends on the case-by-case basis, and generally for permanent jobs it is never the case that your salary will be lower because you go through a recruiter. Your salary is determined by how many years of experience you have, how much other people get outside the company or inside the company, because no one will pay you a lot more than the team is earning, and no one will pay you a lot less than the team is earning. So, or nobody will pay you $1 bazillion if you just have 1 year of job experience. So there are so many, the factors that really imply your salary level are actually connected either to you or generally the job market. There is something to it in the case of contracting. So if a company says, we have this budget per day and we need as fast as possible a front-end developer and we do not want to hire the person ourselves, then they rely on so-called contracting agencies. Payrollers and recruiters are sometimes here mixed together, but they're actually different things. But let's, for the simplicity reason, just think of recruiters that hire the people themselves and then body lease them out to different companies. So sometimes a company, usually they're large companies, they say, we really need 2 front-end people starting tomorrow. And then generally those are bigger recruitment agencies. They can access a pool of candidates that they have, and with each of these people they tell them, hey, this is the daily rate, do you want to start tomorrow or not? And there it is a little bit true that the margins can be, let's say, determined by the recruiter, because the company pays X and the recruiter generally pays X times 70-80% to the employee. So very often actually recruitment agencies start with X times 70, so they have a 30%, let's say, margin, which is on the high end. On the low end it would be 20%. You might be asking yourself, there's huge margins, why are you charging so much? Well, in the European jurisdiction, contracting actually carries a lot of risk. So you hire the person, you're responsible for pension fund, social contributions, and also legal litigation and all kinds of crazy things that in 99% of cases never happens, but in 1% of cases it can destroy your life if you're an employer. That's why big companies sometimes love to say, okay, we will just contract out this job. We pay exactly X, nothing more. Recruiters, just find us somebody who fits, thank you. In this setting, it is true that depending on which recruitment agency this is, the margins will be higher or lower. Depends also on how efficiently they are working, or if they have some payrolling solution that is cheap or they have some payrolling solution that is expensive. So there is not really a answer to this, like what the situation will be in your case without knowing all the details. But in this contracting case, this rumor that you will earn less if you go to a recruiter is in a way true, because if you would have gotten the job, let's say through your own limited liability company without the help of the agent, then of course it could be like cheaper, but then again, the big company might not sign up like a new contract with some random LTD, and they only want that you like work through this one big supplier and so on. So things get very complicated. And in the case of contracting, I did observe that there you can actually argue with the recruiter and sort of get a better salary in the end. With the permanent positions, it literally was never the case in my observation. Once even with a client where the salary offered to the programmer was extremely low, I actually said, hey, like this is not a fair market salary. How about like we cut like the budget we have a little bit apart from that and give it to the engineer? And the company didn't want to do this because they were like, no, like this programmer is exactly where it did that, and we don't want like this person to earn more and stuff like. So basically they really also, in the conversation with me, it was really clear that the budget like I get is like absolutely from a different department than the salaries they pay to the people. So that is the answer to the question, do I earn less if I go to a recruiter or not? Maybe, probably this kind of cases exist on the planet. I haven't encountered them in a significant way, and I hope that helps to resolve this question. Sign up and like and subscribe for more content about hiring, tech, recruitment and careers, and see you in the next video.